I do not understand if there is a request for change. How is it troubling you? And why is it troubling you?
The public prosecutor's role is not to secure a conviction. The public prosecutor has to be dispassionate. The public prosecutor has to only uphold the interests of justice.
A neutral person.
Absolutely.
Well, I believe
So the learned public matter with regard to Milord, the public prosecutor and Milord, his daughter being there in the same litigation. Milord, your lordship will kindly recollect, Milord, on the last occasion when your lordship took up the matter, Mr. Bhattacharya raised an issue with regard to suppression of a particular order being passed in the trial court.
Yes.
Milord, if that order is with your lordship's
Yes,
Milord,
it
a
is.
part of the records, it's an order of 4th of April 2025. Now, Milord, kindly see the second paragraph of that order which records. Milord, has that order, Milord?
Yes, yes.
Kindly see, it records, today is fixed for hearing petition dated 26th of March 2025 filed by the accused persons. Milord, this entire order is passed on the basis of this petition. Milord, I've taken out the certified copy. Kindly have a look at this petition. Kindly see the nature of this petition. Milord, in this petition, Milord, subject to correction by your lordship, firstly, Milord, there was no prayer made to change the learned public prosecutor. On the contrary, Milord, what was sought to be put on record is the conduct of the learned public prosecutor, particularly with regard to what is said in paragraph 3, that a 161 statement was changed during the course of trial, and that was brought to the notice of the court, the trial court. Now, Milord, the reason why, Milord, I have taken instructions, Milord, as a now officer of your lordship's court, I would say, Milord, that this order should have been disclosed. But, Milord, kindly see and kindly visualize whether the learned trial judge, firstly, Milord, no prayer was made for the learned change of the learned public prosecutor. Secondly, Milord, the learned trial judge doesn't even have any power to change the learned public prosecutor. Milord, just to give an example, Milord, on a lighter note, Milord, if I take out a 226 petition before a district judge and the district judge says, sorry, I have no power, so rejected, do I need to challenge that order of the district judge before this honorable court, Milord? I am asking myself. So, Milord, this, and if your lordship sees this order, everything is recorded, including the fact that the learned public prosecutor and the counsel for the de facto complainant who was representing up till a particular stage, everything is admitted, Milord, in the last paragraph of the first page of the order of 4th of April. But, Milord, this order, Milord, subject to correction by your lordship, we cannot, there is nothing wrong with this order to the extent that, firstly, there was no prayer for change of public prosecutor, which is my specific prayer before this honorable court. And it is your lordship who is only entitled to do that. The sessions judge could not have done that, and hence I could not have revised that order.
Listen, if A appears or B appears, it hardly matters to you. But he is alleging that he is not facing a proper trial.
My lord,
And this order
certainly
also
matters to
discloses
me
that.
because
Why?
after all 13 witnesses have already adduced evidence at the,
Whatever
at the
is
stage
fair
of
is
trial.
fair.
And my lord, the
What
learned
is going
public
back?
prosecutor.
Milord, one more thing I wanted to tell your lordships, Milord. If I had such an intent of suppressing and things like that, Milord, on day one when he applied for addition of party, I didn't oppose it. Otherwise, I would have opposed him tooth and nail, Milord.
Well, it is specifically, if lordship sees, the learned judge specifically records the wakalatnama filed on behalf of the de facto complainant during the investigation stage. Now, my lord, she had filed her wakalatnama in investigation stage. Thereafter, before the trial court, that is the sessions court, a fresh wakalatnama was filed on behalf of fresh set of advocates. That is also there on record.
Is
not-
Topon and Sunita no longer there?
No, she had filed
Topon is
her.
there.
My lord, she had.
Yes.
Sunita had filed her
Topon is
wakalatnama
there.
at the investigation stage on behalf of the de facto complainant in the before the court of the learned magistrate. And before the sessions court, after it was committed,
Amar copy.
my lord, Mr. A.H. Bishas and Aurobindo Mitra had filed a fresh wakalatnama, which is also on record, and this is way back on 25th August 2020. My lord, this is the wakalatnama
I do not
certified.
wish to, Milord, kindly considers this,
This is-
Milord.
this
I
is the
do not
certified
wish to
copy
make
which we have
comments
obtained from the
with
trial
regard
court
to, Milord,
records.
discretions of learned advocates in their professional capacities, Milord.
I do not understand if there is a request for change. How is it troubling you? And why
As
is
a
it
de facto-
troubling you?
Well, certainly, because my son was brutally murdered. But it
I'm
was a
not
case of
saying-
contract killing by the petitioner.
Not praying
I
for
am
discharge.
I am the victim's father. Right from the very outset of this case, Mr. Chakraborty, the learned senior public prosecutor, had been dealing with the case. 13 witnesses examined the complaint. He is absolutely conversant all along with the case. This issue of change of public prosecutor could have been raised immediately at the time of framing of charge, or in
No, that
2020
was-
when Mr.
that
Chakraborty was appointed.
Yes, that was because the daughter and the father.
No, my lord, Mr. Chakraborty, learned special public prosecutor, was appointed in 2020. His daughter was appearing for the de facto complainant in 2019. From 2020, a fresh set of advocates is appearing on behalf of the de facto complainant. This is the certified copy of the
See page
Wakalatnama.
28 of my application.
All right, you tell me one thing.
Lordships.
The de facto complainant,
Lordships.
right, and the PP, they lie on the same plane.
Subject
One
subject
supporting
to
the other.
Milord, subject to correction by your lordship, Milord. The law is settled by the Honorable Supreme Court. I have brought those judgments. Milord, the Supreme Court clearly says
The state
that
has to
the
be
office of
neutral.
the public prosecutor stands on a completely different
Neutral
pedestal.
footing.
The reason is, Milord,
Yes.
the reason is Mr. Dev's client allegedly is the victim, rightly or wrongly. Mr. Dev's client has lost someone and he is alleging that to me. So Mr. Dev's client and his legal team, their single point objective would be, and maybe rightly so, that I am convicted. The public prosecutor's role is not to secure a conviction. The public prosecutor has to be dispassionate. The public prosecutor has to only uphold the interests of justice.
A neutral person. has to
Absolutely.
be
But I believe
So the learned public prosecutor,
neutrality of the person.
the
like Mr.
learned public
Chakraborty, after all.
prosecutor, আমি কোর্টের একটা query respond করছি. Well, therefore, my lord, the law requires,
Where is the state?
and the Honorable Supreme Court says,
Lordship, I'm led by Mr. Tapan Kumar Mukherjee. He's on legs in court number 4.
Mr. Mukherjee's stance was that if the court desires, he can take
Yes.
steps with the LR and the
Right.
DM.
Where is it?
Lordship,
You have written instructions.
Lordship, on the last occasion,
someone from the
he has
panel can be
submitted the report, Lordship.
Did
The
you?
instruction. Yes, Lordship, 15th May 2025.
I don't see anything on record. 15th of May.
Yes, Lordship.
Yes, photocopy. Photocopy of the prayer of the accused. This one page, 15th of May.
Lordship, Lordship.
No, it is not that.
It is just a reference to the.
Yes, nothing is mentioned over here.
And my lord,
On
indeed,
such
my lord,
flimsy
indeed,
allegations which
my lord,
doesn't have
indeed,
any
the
sort of
learned trial
support.
court has recorded that they, for a same witness, there are 161. One different copy of the same witness has been supplied to us in terms of 207. When we go to cross-examine, the public prosecutor confronts that witness with another set of 161. Everything comes out in the order sheets, my lord. I do not want to open, my lord, that Pandora's box because it relates to, my lord, learned advocates.
Well, these are allegations which have never been substantiated.
I have
These
taken those
Listen,
points.
will it be very fair if these type of allegations are to be substantiated against a professional who is your fellow colleague?
Absolutely.
It will not be nice.
He is a senior prosecutor in the Alipur.
Whoever it is,
My lord,
whoever.
I do not think my learned friend is
My lord,
referring
speaking
any
for-
of this, making
speaking
any
for
sort of
myself, my lord,
allegations against the learned public
My lord,
prosecutor.
speaking for myself, my lord, if
He
I
has
was
to-
in the shoes of that,
Get somebody who is no way connected with the de facto. Be
My lord,
engaged. It is
my
as
lord, since 2019, the public prosecutor was appointed in
office.
2020.
Tell
And
me one thing. As counsel brief, you get briefs at the hearing stage. It is not necessary at the motion stage. You will be briefed. If somebody else comes in, all the documents will be there.
my lord,
Where is
I
that?
bow down before your lordship.
But
But in
speaking
this
for myself,
case,
my
the
lord, I
de
would
facto
not have
complainant
accepted
was
this.
appearing in 2019. She
Yes.
resigned from the brief in 2019 and a new set of advocates representing the de facto complaint appeared in
Maybe, but then
2020.
there
Pursuant to
should not be any hunch in the mind of the accused person that he has not been provided with a fair opportunity of trial.
I think
This should not be.
nobody is disputing the
No, he
neutrality of the
disputes.
public prosecutor.
Because he is.
Then let the legal remembrance take a call.
Yes. This is what his
Yes,
prayer is.
that's my prayer.
He doesn't want anything more.
My prayer.
Let
And
the-
the court is not appointing anybody.
Let the
let
legal
the-
remembrance
come-
decide the issue neutrally. My lord, I believe
That, my lord,
What is
after all
this?
the entire exercise, they let the legal remembrancer decide whom to appoint
whether to also
instead
remove
of
the current public prosecutor.
incumbent public
A
prosecutor.
submission made on